Down, 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 down. Grilling the good dogs. Guys, decided to finally do this. We're going to be doing some lobster rolls. We got some lobster going here. We're going to make some mac and cheese for it. Some bacon. We're going to do some bacon wrapped scallops too. The highlight of the day is going to be this Grill Mates Louisiana seasoning. As far as I'm concerned, lobster is a big crawfish, and I want my lobster to taste like crawfish. I enjoy crawfish thoroughly. Of course, you know, the Red Dragon wants none of any of this seafood, so she's just going to be having some bacon and mac and cheese. But yeah, so we got some garlic and butter, a little vegetable oil for the grill. And yeah, so let me crack these bad boys open. I'm going to wrap these up. I'm going to show you what that looks like next. Grilling with the good dogs. All right, guys, I got the scallops going. And you can see I'm putting that McCormick's Louisiana Cajun seasoning on there. You're going to move on to the lobsters in a second. I listened to Rock Lobster before I did this. It's actually an extremely long song. If y'all ever watch Jim Gaffigan, he has a hilarious bit about lobsters. You should definitely watch. Anyway, took these scissors. It was easy with these. I imagine it'd be much harder with something a little smaller. And slice down the back right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of peel it and put the meat like it's going to rest on top of here and kind of open it up. And I'll show you that on the next video. The rest of that bacon's just going to sit on the grill. And yeah, so let me get this ready to show y'all. Grill's heating up. We got water heating up for the macaroni. So yeah, we're chugging right along. Grilling with the good dogs. Okay, so as you can see, the lobsters are out and presented from the shell. You want to keep those shells in line of sight because they're going to turn red. That's when you know they're done. Also, they're done when the internal temperature is 140. So we got some probes out there waiting to get on. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to douse them with this. The butter and the garlic's going to go on right when they're going on the grill. And you want to drizzle it on there. Because if you swipe it on, then it's just going to knock off your Grill Mates Louisiana Cajun seasoning. So I'm going to put this on there. Everything's going to go on that pan to get ready to go out to the grill. Yeah, so you'll see it right before it's getting on there. Grill with the good dogs. All right, now the good dogs wanted me to remind some of our viewers who have recently purchased some amazing Pit Boss grills that this front end and this side of the grill are always going to be hotter. So I'm going to probably put my bacon right here. I'm going to put the scallops here, and then the lobster's probably a little bit over here towards the middle. Let me get that set up. We're going to drizzle on the butter mixture that we have here onto the scallops right before we close the lid. There's the probes right there. There's the good dogs. And there's the logo. Grilling with the good dogs. All right, there it is. We got a little bit of dripping on the bacon, but that ain't going to hurt nothing. Let's close that up. Give it about 5 minutes and we'll check on it. Should not take long. We'll put the buns on there in a little bit too. Turn that on. There's the good dogs again. Check it up. Make sure I'm not messing anything up too much. We're at 350. Well, that's our setting. 320 going back up. So it'll shoot up in a minute. Like I said, give it 5 minutes, see what happens. One thing I'm going to do, don't tell nobody. I'm going to give a little bit of help to these buns. Just a little bit. Got about 2 more minutes before we check on that stuff. A little bit of love, a little bit of love. Is this love that I'm feeling? Just a little bit of garlic butter on there. It's going to taste so good with all that lobster and stuff in there. All right, as you can see, we're getting there. I'm going to put a little bit more of that garlic butter on there. These are cooking nicely. I might move them to a lower rack here in a minute. They can cook a little faster. Bacon's looking good. Keep on grilling. Oh, they're not even out here anymore. Grilling with the good dogs. Right, so I'm going to open it up real quick. See how everything's going. You can see, nice bright orange. It's about the color you want. We're going to give it a few more minutes though. Scallops with the bacon still need a little more time. This bacon's looking pretty good. I might swap some of that around. Put those buns on there in a minute here. Grilling with the good dogs. They're out here making sure that the food gets cooked great. Let's say good dogs. Let me switch some of that up. So the Red Dragon has been kind enough to do the macaroni for me. I chopped up some of that bacon and put it in there. Got the lobster still to go. Oh, sorry, baby geek. So we're going to take that out of the tail. We're going to chop it up a little bit. Put it good for the buns. Put some of the mac and bacon on it and eat it. I'm going to go take out those scallops here in a minute. They still need a little bit more time. But yeah, look. as the Red Dragon said, I don't eat lobster, but that's how it should look. So, grilling with the good dogs. Coming back, guys. Well, other than that little tad bit of fire that we had earlier, this has been a pretty successful day. We got the scallops, got the lobster roll with some of that bacon macaroni and cheese. So, hopefully it tastes good. This plate is actually going to go to our new neighbors. Zach, Jess, I'm sorry, I'd love to be giving this to y'all, but y'all had to move away. Yep, so another successful one, like grilling with the good dogs. There's mine. I'm going to douse that with some macaroni and cheese real quick. All right, guys, rock lobster.